largest office stamp in the world is right here in Cleveland. It's this sculpture behind me. This is the story of the free stamp. The free stamp of Cleveland was designed by artists Koosje van Bruggen and Claes Oldenburg. They were both sculpture artists who specialized in making giant sculptures of everyday objects. This style of art would become popularized in the 1960s and became known as pop art. The Amoco Company, which was formerly known as Standard Oil and owned the Standard Oil Company of Ohio, commissioned the free stamp sculpture to be made in 1982. It would be designed and created only 3 years later in 1985. The art piece was originally going to reside in front of the building 200 Public Square. In 1986, before the free stamp could be installed, BP of America acquired Amoco and Standard Oil of Ohio. This also included the building 200 Public Square. BP of America refused to allow the sculpture to be installed, likely because they believed it to be some sort of cynical expression. This was likely due to cultural differences. In the UK, pop art was used more frequently in cynical and political expression. In America, pop art is typically considered to be more fun and whimsical. Oldenburg, one of the artists that designed the free stamp, has come out and said that the word free was referencing the emancipation of slaves in America. After this, the free stamp sculpture would be moved to a warehouse in Illinois. It likely would have stayed there if it wasn't for Cleveland's mayor, George Voinovich. In 1991, it was decided that the sculpture would be moved to Willard Park, right next to the coast of Lake Huron. When it was originally being installed, there were many disagreements on which direction the stamp should face. Originally, it was supposed to face downwards at 200 Public Square. However, it was decided that it would be better if it was sitting at an angle, so the free could be prominently displayed. It's pointed directly at 200 Public Square. If one were to follow the direction of the stamp, it would lead you right back to its original site. Oldenburg said it was as if a giant angrily picked up the stamp and hurled it several blocks at Willard Park. The free stamp is a very fascinating piece of Cleveland's art culture, and it will never be forgotten. You know, Victor, I'm really glad that we have the freedom to look at that stamp.